What is denial? What is denial in relation to my story about being in denial to receive my son's diagnosis of autism and the other associating conditions that came with his diagnosis? As I mentioned in the previous video, that my son is not only on the autism spectrum, but he's got other comorbidities that he has been diagnosed with, conditions that usually get associated with autism. Some individuals can have those conditions and not have autism, but most of the individuals, they will be on the autism spectrum and then have also those other conditions. So what is denial? Denial is a defense mechanism in which an individual refuses to recognize or acknowledge the objective facts of their experience. So is that defense mechanism where you get to receive the news and you can say, no, not me. Or it can actually take you to this phase where you say, okay, is this what they are saying? And then you get in the numbing stage where you're just not going to do anything about it. You're just going to sit there and do nothing about it because you feel like, no, this is not true. So I'm not going to authorize the acceptance by starting to take measures to make things better. I'm going to just watch and sit. That is denial. And in the case of denial, it can involve not acknowledging the reality on the ground or denying the consequences of that reality. So in other words, you're saying, you know what, I'm not acknowledging the reality that is on the ground. I'm not acknowledging that my son is autistic. I'm not acknowledging that my son has got ADHD, he has got learning difficulty, he has got tics, he has Tourette's syndrome, he has got anxiety. I'm not accepting that. I'm not acknowledging that. That is what's on the ground. So that is actually classified as denial, because you are not in a position to accept and say, let's face the problem and deal with it. So you start then closing opportunities to get help or to get solutions to solve that problem if it can be solved, because you are telling yourself, no, it's not true. So I'm not going to do anything about it, and I'm not going to take measures. I'm not going to take responsibility to make things better. I'm just going to watch. I'm not doing anything about it. You actually sit back and let things just go the way they could go. So that is denial. It just makes you numb, putting you in the... If you are in denial, it often means you are struggling to accept something that seems overwhelming or stressful. You are struggling to accept that this is what is on the ground. That's denial. So you find that sometimes if it's a child that has got a condition, like in my case, I'm the mother, I'm the one who was in denial. And because I would look at my child and I started asking myself questions like, what did I do wrong for me to give birth to such a child? What did I do not right? Where did I get it wrong? Yet it had nothing to do with me doing something wrong. I just needed to accept so that I start supporting my son, helping him, creating the coping mechanism, creating the environment that is conducive to support him. So I actually delayed him getting the appropriate help by me being in denial. Those are the dangers of being in denial. You delay getting help.